right, Dawn, 4 games into the season, just how satisfied have you been with the performance of the team so far?
Well, what we've been really excited about is that this group of young ladies continues to want to get better and really digest film or what we're doing on the court, whether that's in how we score, whether that's in how we defend a certain action. They are continuously talking to each other about how to do little things really well. And that's what's exciting about them.
You know, before the season, you were talking a lot about the depth of this team. I mean, I've dug into it today. You have multiple players scoring over 8 points. You have pretty much half the roster rebounding 3.5 or so or more a game. Just how valuable has that depth been, especially against teams when you're, winning by a comfortable margin?
Well, I think it's really important that you have incredible versatility. It makes you a lot harder to take advantage of in different ways, whether that's on the defensive end or the offensive end, whichever way it is. So we're really working on our versatility continuing to develop on both ends of the court in a lot of different ways.
Amaya's been having, the scoring hasn't quite come around yet, but she's still having a really good season.
Right.
Just how impactful has she been to you guys, whether it's defensive rebounding or offensively distributing?
We watched a possession in our last game where she got the defensive rebound, then she pushed the ball up the court, and she made the perfect read. She was attacking. There really wasn't anyone open ahead of her, and then she attacked a little more and then kicked it to Grace Growski on the left wing, and it was just the right timing. And then Grace shot it, but unfortunately didn't make it. And then Amaya got the offensive rebound and then got the putback. And I think that's when you talk about making an impact on the game. That's exactly what she's doing. She got a rebound on one end, got her teammate an open shot on the other end, and then got the offensive rebound and then putback. So that's what Amaya's doing for us. She means an awful lot to what we're doing at this point in time.
Tori also seems to have taken kind of a step, whether it's mentally or just like overall, from last year to this year. Can you just talk about, is it confidence? Is it just kind of growing in the system? Or what's been the difference with her?
Well, I think it's a little bit of all of it, but it's certainly her skill level's developing, her confidence level is improving. I think she's seeing the game a little bit differently. I think she's working to keep herself in the game more and not necessarily gamble in some of the ways that she's done before, which then hopefully keeps her out of foul trouble more than she was in year one. And all those things are really, really important. There's all growth in a lot of different ways.
And I'd imagine the players are excited for the Bahamas, but what's your mood like going onto a road trip like that where you're going to get some sun in the December Minnesota?
Well,
November,
yeah. And our kids are actually excited. We play Kansas on the road. That's our first road trip, so that's what we're focusing. We haven't even talked about the Bahamas at this point in time. So, we've got to work to take care of business and play well on the road. And so it's our first opportunity to do that in live game action. We did that in a scrimmage scenario, but now it's in live game action. So that's our first trip and a really big trip. A team that plays really hard, a team that plays fast, a team that plays efficient, a team that's very physical. So great challenge for us on the road.
What do you see from Kansas?
Right. Well, I think they score at a 51% clip. They're averaging 71, 72 points a game. They play fast. They're very, very efficient. They have star power, and Samaya Nichols and Jalea Davis and Reagan Williams and Elle Evans, and they all do things at such a high level. I think they are very sound on both ends of the court. I think they're very physical. I thought they played really well in their rivalry game against Missouri. So I think they're playing at a really high level.
You and the team excited too, just to go to a place like Allen Fieldhouse and take in some of the historic nature of that?
Well, I don't know that our players necessarily understand all that in the same way that Briley Glenn does and understands all the history with it that way. We've just been focusing on ourselves. We really haven't focused on a lot of the history pieces of it there. But certainly, I do think our players are very excited to get on the road, and they're very excited to play against a really good team.
In a road test, your first one especially, are there certain things that you want to see from your team that that they'll be tested, that you want to see how they handle it?
Well, I think first and foremost, we just have to do what we do, and we've got to be really disciplined and fundamental in how we play on both ends of the court in terms of how we play defensively and how we finish plays and how we take care of the ball on offense. So we've got to really just focus on being really fundamentally sound.
What do you appreciate about Grace?
Well, Grace does an awful lot for us. She really does. You know, she handles the ball, she distributes the ball, she posts up, she defends multiple positions. You know, she's someone who makes really good decisions. You know, so she does an awful lot for us.
She seems like a player you never really have to worry about. Like, she's not worried about her shots, not worried about her touches, not worried about her minutes. Is that a fair representation?
I think that's a fair representation for Grace. I think she's someone who just knows, you know, that she's going to do whatever it takes to help the team in whatever capacity that looks like. And the good news for us is she has the ability to impact the game in a lot of ways. You know, she can stretch the floor, she can attack the rim, she penetrates and kicks. And so I think she lets the game come to her while she's also in attack mode, if that makes sense.
Great.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Don. What's the excitement level going on the road for the first time playing against Kansas, you know, one of those like blue blood schools?
Yeah. Well, I'm just really excited to play in that arena. I mean, it's historic and just a basketball arena. And so I'm just excited to go in there and play on the road for the first time and just be tested.
What's the process of like preparing to go on a road trip like that versus playing, you know, the first 4 games at home?
I mean, we're going to have to be ready for a different environment and knowing, you know, we'll have some fans, but not the same as being in the barn. So just being able to go out there and just throw the first punch and compete right from the start.
And how have you been feeling so far this season? Just, you know, coming back from kind of the 2 injuries.
Yeah. Just trying to impact the game in as many ways as possible. I think just our depth this year, I don't necessarily have to be the scorer every single night, and it kind of takes this weight off. It's really fun to be able to see everyone else succeed. And like I said, just doing absolutely anything to win. Like that's really, I think for all of us, that's our goal and that's the one mission. So it's however we're going to be able to do that from night to night.
Have you ever been on a team this deep? I mean, 10 players are averaging
Yeah.
10 plus minutes so far.
I mean, other than AAU where you're surrounded by so many other amazing players, but yeah, no, this is different. Just a different team, and just the vibe we have going on right now is just really fun, and I feel like you can see that when we play too.
Nia, where does the chemistry of this team come from?
I don't really know. I think we're all just like at a point where we know what our goal is and everybody wants to do it for each other. Everybody hangs out with everybody. Like it doesn't matter. There's like no cliques or anything. It's really just like it's fun being on the team. Everybody loves each other.
How does Briley fit in?
She fits in really well, actually. At first, she was like a little shy, but then she let her personality
Yeah.
come through, and
Yeah.
she's so much fun.
How can she help you on the floor? Or how has she helped you on the floor for either one of you?
Definitely, like her defense. I think she's really, really good on-ball defender, and that helps us, and that brings a ton of energy, makes everybody else want to do that, and obviously she can score it too. So.
Yeah, her little floater is our favorite. I mean, I'm like, hey, I'm leaving that shot to you. I
Briley's
don't
shot.
have that in my bag, but I'm glad you do.
What have you seen from Kansas on film?
They pretty good depth too. I mean, great all-around players. They can really shoot the ball, drive it. They can score all 3 levels. So we're just gonna have to bring the toughness, stick to the scout, and just play team basketball like we have so far this year.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a toughness game. They're big, physical, like we are, so I think it'll be a really good matchup for us.
Has it been fun to play some of the other power fours this year? You definitely sprinkle in a few more. I assume players appreciate that.
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, it definitely brings up the level of our play, and just to see how we responded to playing Marquette was a big positive, and now going into this stretch, we're going to have some tough games, so we're excited for that.
Did the Marquette results surprise you guys in any way?
I don't know if anybody was really caught up on the result, but I think we were just like so focused on playing our basketball and like as a team, and the result ended up being really good. So I think it was just like a confidence booster, kind of like we can just do us and be a really good basketball team.
Andrew talked a little bit about just the depth and how anybody can score at any time and you guys share the ball. Was that something you guys talked about? Like, we have a lot of players, no one should care who scores, no one should care who gets rebounds, or is that something that's just developed?
I think it just kind of all clicked and came together. I mean, Coach was really talking about getting the ball moving, swinging the ball, and I think the more we've done that, we've been successful doing it. So it's like, why not go back to that every time? And we have the scores to do it, and everyone's confident stepping into the shot and whatever it is, and just taking the best shot possible.
I'm going to preface this by saying Dawn said you guys are focused on Kansas and nothing forward. But like, is there a little bit of excitement of getting to the Bahamas? And
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm excited for the warmth for sure.
For sure. Yeah, it'll be fun. Thanks, guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mhm. See you next time.